Well, I've done it again. Found a PC in the trash. This one's a little bit newer than the rest. It's got a Windows 7 QA sticker on it, but as usual, it's disgusting. It's filthy. Where's my cleaning rag? Where is my cleaning rag? Oh no. Not again. Okay. Thought it was right here. Has it been moved? Obviously, yes. So we'll just go ahead and use some Kleenex that's nearby. And... oh, no, there it is. Okay, I found it. Well, obviously I am the most prepared for these things. I don't really plan these videos. I don't know when I'm going to find something in the trash that looks like it can be saved. Haven't even opened this one yet. But I saw a sticker on the front that said Core i3, which means I might be able to upgrade this thing. Doesn't even look like it's in that bad of a shape. It's just really, really filthy. God dang, this thing's disgusting. This, just so I can set it down. Ugh. Oh, there's something sticky on the front. Okay, don't like that. Get out of there. Got it. Okay. Bottom. This is... well, it's got a DVD burner. That's nice. Let's get you closer. Okay, what do we got? These are undone. Oh, oh no. Oh dear. This thing has been... okay. Wow. This may not be doable at all. So here's what we're looking at. The CPU is not in the socket, and the socket is filled with dirt. There's no RAM, and all of the RAM sockets except the top one are filled with dirt. The SATA cable for the hard drive is gone, but that's fine. I've got plenty of those. How is this thing so disgusting? This should, yeah. Oh. Oh, that's, can you see that? My God. Jesus. Goodness. It's getting me. Okay, so I say this a lot, but this is the filthiest computer I have ever touched. Let's get this. Like, there's spider webs. You can't. You're pointed in the wrong direction. Spider webs Actual spider webs. What can I get those out with? Jeez. What kind of... My God. I've never in my... Oh, there's more. Never in my life. It's getting to me. I gotta get this thing outside. Cleaned out stat. Alright, so unfortunately we're filming it. Why does this flashlight suck? We're filming at midnight, so you're going to... Oh, this flashlight does suck. You're just gonna have to deal with this. So, watch as I suffer. Oh. My God. Oh. This is really bad. Where was this thing? In like an industrial complex? Oh. Whew. Wow. There's just so much. Oh. Need to reorient this. Ugh. Trying to clean out the RAM slots. I can see chunks of dirt in the CPU slot as well. Not great. I think I got it. No, I didn't. Okay, there we go. Jeez. Power supply. Not as horrendous, but still pretty bad. Okay, I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see the rest. Oh. And now, CPU fan. I'm running out of air. Both for myself and for the can. It's just Jesus. Does this fan spin? It does. Okay. Jeez. Back in there. Okay, it's icing over. We're gonna go back inside. God damn. Oh my god. That was really bad. And I see now that I've left junk on my table. Wow. That must have been from where I set the CPU fan. My god. Look at that. I'm gonna just see if I can... Ew. Oh. Yeah, that's gross. Really, really gross. There's an extremely likely chance that this just doesn't work. So all this is probably for nothing, but I mean, if it doesn't work, I've got a couple of fans, DVD drive, extra screws, SATA cable, proprietary power supply. So it's not like it's completely useless, it's just, this might just be parts. First, let's see if I even have a cooler for this, because obviously it didn't come with one. But I think I have a couple of these below my TV. Don't judge me. Oh. No. Nope. That's the broken one from the Lenovo we rescued. Socket 939 Athlons. Oh! Right here. We'll get the one that's already cleaned. Perfect. Okay. Only CPU I've got that fits this right now is a i5-3470 in this broken ITX board. Maybe I'll look at that later. But I don't know if this supports 3rd gen Intel Core series. So I always hated that 3rd gen bullshit. The 1st gen was the 900 series, the 2nd gen was the 800 series. The 3rd gen's technically the 2000 series, but I am alone in that argument, so it is what it is. A little bit of goo. And, oh, I guess this isn't as clean as I thought it was, but it's clean enough. And this is an HP, which means I need a flathead. These use either a Torx bit or a flathead. And HP did that for years. They're probably still doing it, to be honest. Not a fan. Oh, yeah. Okay. That should be that. They don't have to be torqued down. They just have to be connected. Well, fully seated, rather. CPU fan there. And how does this get in here? I think that's good. Need some RAM. One gig DDR3, that'll let us know if it posts at least. This should have, yep, it's got onboard. Need a power cable. Here's one. And let's see. It's got power. The question is, does it post? Watch some dust fly this way. God, just disgusting. No way. I genuinely thought that was not going to work. I thought I was going to waste my time. Okay, yeah, let's get some more memory in this. Now this is early Intel for the Core i series, which means that they were extremely picky on memory. So anything dual rank, questionable whether that'll work. What do I even have? I grabbed a bunch of random DDR3. Let's see if we can get a couple of 4 gig sticks to work in this. Just, it's still filthy. For the next decade, whoever has this PC is still going to be getting dust bunnies out of it every time they turn it on. Jesus. I know these can take up to 16 gigs, but will it take these particular sticks? If we get 5 beeps, that'll be a no. No way. Yes! Okay. Let me see. I don't think I have any other 4 gig sticks. Two, but these are dual rank sticks. So, from my understanding, technically yes, it'll work with dual rank sticks, but not in the same memory channel. So, I think we're just going to leave it at 8 gigs of RAM. That's usually plenty anyway. This thing would have been released with like 2 to 4. Possibly even 1 if you got the really cheap version. Let me move my cleaning stuff. So, the question is, what am I going to do with this? Core i5 isn't great. I would have preferred an i7, you know, 4 cores, 8 threads. But beggars can't be choosers, and I am very, very much a beggar. So i5, 8 gigs of RAM. This could be a half-decent gaming machine. And I just upgraded my video editing PC with a new graphics card. So I can take the old graphics card and put it in here. If you want to see that, go ahead on over to my Patreon. You don't have to pay to see it. It's free to all members. And I should be uploading that before this video is even rendered. So let me see. Where did I put that? Here it is. Okay. Radeon Pro WX 2100. Nothing special, but I also just don't have a lot of stuff that'll work in this system. This is a pretty basic card. I'd say this is probably on par with like a Radeon RX 460, maybe even a 450. Yes, those do exist. They're OEM cards. So, let me grab this DisplayPort adapter because this card only has DisplayPort. And let's see if this will work. Where's the power button? Is there a disc in there? No. That's not good. But it could just be the BIOS resetting to accommodate a off-board graphics card. Yep, that's exactly what it was. Okay. I need a SATA cable, and all the stuff that I've gotten here I think is mostly IDE. I need a SATA drive. I need to hook up the keyboard and set up the BIOS. This is going amazingly. This is amazing. I've never had it go just work. I don't think this is going to work because I just plugged in the keyboard, but yeah. Nope. Let's go ahead and reboot. We'll go into BIOS, make sure everything's detected. While this is getting to that splash screen, I can still taste it, and it tastes bad. Ugh. So I found an SSD. It's 120 gigs. It's nothing special, but I think we're gonna try and make a dumpster gaming machine. Okay, let's go to startup menu. Or not. Maybe this machine does have some issues. I'm just pressing escape and F2. Escape, I believe, invokes the startup menu. There we go. No, I don't want the diagnostics. I want BIOS, maybe F2. I'd like it if 8 gig sticks worked in these, but oh, F2 is the diagnostics. Maybe it's just escape then. I do not think that these support 8 gig sticks. And now is not the time to be testing that because I don't have enough 8 gig sticks to even make that worth it. Okay, diagnostics is F2, boot menu's F9, setup F10, let's go. I think that's what, yes. System information. i5 3470, detected just fine. Detects both 6 of RAM, that's good. It is indeed in dual channel mode, so I got that correct. Looks like it's an HP 6300 MT. I think MT stands for mini tower or micro tower. It still has the date good, so the BIOS battery's good. Sure. I need a SATA cable. I'll be right back while I find one, and then we're gonna... You know what? Maybe I do have one just sitting around here. Nope. It's gonna be a no. I don't have one sitting around here. Wait a minute, yes I do. If I can untangle them, jeez. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and power down, and we're going to plug this into SATA 0. I don't think it matters on these. I think all of these are SATA 3, but on the older ones, SATA 0 would be the high-speed port and the rest would be SATA 2 speeds. It's nice that it has this. This is a detachable power cable for the hard drives, and those often get yoinked out of these and resold on eBay, because on eBay they can go for like 20 bucks. So I don't think there's an OS on that. I'll need my Windows 10 thumb drive, which I also think is like right around here somewhere. But I don't know where. I am extremely well organized, as you can see. I swore it was literally like right. Oh, there's more SATA cables right here that are right in front of my face. Wow. Found some more DDR3. But not the thumb drive I'm looking for. That's okay. I'll be right back while I look for that. I think it was F9 for the boot menu. Maybe? Okay, it is just booting straight off the USB. I think at this point, everything looks to be working, so I'm amazed. Genuinely thought this was going to be a lost cause once I saw, number one, that everything had already been pulled out of it. Usually that only happens when something is dead. And number two, get in there. Once I saw the dirt, how it had gotten into everything, I was convinced that this was just a done deal. But you know, I guess we got lucky. Now, of course, all the dirt from this has been transferred to me. So I need to wash my hands now. The rest of this is going to be pretty boring, so I don't think I'm going to show it to you. I'm just going to get drivers installed, download some games from Steam, and we'll call it there. That's when I'll pick back up the camera, and we'll fire up a couple of games that I think will run on this, and see how well they do. I can't download much with a 120 gig drive, but I have a couple ideas, so I will see you in just a moment. Well, we're in Windows. One game installed. The other game didn't install for some reason. So I've got it downloading in the background. I had some issues getting Windows 10 to install. Not because it can't run Windows 10, but because the USB keyboard wasn't initializing until after the period of time where you can choose to interrupt the boot sequence. So I had to go and get my PS2 keyboard out, and that one worked just fine. Originally I thought it was booting from my Windows 10 thumb drive, but nope. It was booting from the SSD, which had someone else's Windows 10 installation on it, and I didn't know their password, so I couldn't reset it. So, we're going to try two games with this 120 gig SSD. There isn't a lot of space. I had just enough space to install Monster Hunter Rise. Sorry. And Dark Souls 3. I think that this computer should be enough to run both of those games. If I had like a 1050 Ti or something, this could run a lot more than just those games. If I had more space, I could have more tests. But unfortunately, I don't have a 1050 Ti, otherwise I'm pretty sure this might even be able to play Elden Ring. Maybe the Radeon Pro W2100 could be enough to start Elden Ring, but I really don't think you'd have a great time. I'm still tired. I just woke up a little bit ago. But every time that you launch this for the first time, you have to compile the shaders. So I figured it would be done by now, but this always takes a long time. Even on my Ryzen system. So this is not abnormal. Additionally, I'm pretty sure this game is locked to 30 frames per second. But I digress. You know what? Even though it's only got a little bit left, I think we're going to go ahead and skip until I'm ready to demonstrate the performance. I forgot to mention, this I like these HPs because they have built-in speakers. Very, very nice. A lot of computers used to have those, but just kind of fell by the wayside, I suppose. Actually loaded faster than my Ryzen system. That's weird. Well, probably because I've usually got a bunch of other stuff going on. Oh no, this is locked to 60 frames per second. I was wrong. I thought it was 30. Let's do something. Come on, quest lady, talk to me. Why can't I start a quest? There we go. I don't care. Come on, let's go. Sure. I mean, so far so good, but we haven't really done anything. It's a very silly game. Load time's pretty good. Just go on and take everything. We are locked at 60 frames per second at the moment. Yeah, this is great. This computer handles this just fine. Let's find something to fight. Yeah. Well, other than getting knocked down immediately. This run's perfect. Let's move on to Dark Souls. Failed to initialize character info for online play. I've had this happen before. This is a pretty common problem. The Dark Souls 3 servers are just ass. Connection was... Yep. Oh dear. Try this again. To be clear, that is not a problem with this PC. That's Dark Souls 3's fault. Specifically their awful servers. Skip this. Okay. We're a little worse off than the last one. Looking at high 20s, low 30s. As usual, settings do nothing. Actually, now we're looking at... That is very loud. I saw 45 there for a second. Oops. Let's fight the giant crystal lizard real quick and see how bad that is. He's got a lot of particle effects. There you go. That was a hell of a hit. Honestly, playable. Not super great, but playable. Thought it was going to be worse than this. Go, little card, go. Sir? There we go. Okay. Now I can't have this next game installed alongside any of these because it's too large. But let's try something a little more graphically intensive. Let's give MechWarrior 5 a try. Luckily, all three of these games pulled from my Steam cloud, so I don't have to start over from scratch. No, Dark Souls 3 didn't. That's right. Forgot that one. I seem to remember that one pulling from the Steam cloud back when it was new, but maybe I'm just remembering that wrong. Okay. I'm seeing low 40s. Now I need to get to the battle, of course. Once we actually start fighting, I'm expecting it to decrease quite a bit. But I don't have my multi-button mouse anymore, so we need to change things up a bit. There we go. Lord, dump aside, we're almost there. And again, I do really like the fact that these computers have pretty decent speakers already in them. You don't get that these days. Green. I do wish this one was a little faster, but what can you do?
Those mechs, they're broadcasting Federated Suns IFF. You out there, identify yourselves.
We are an independent detachment of the 2nd Crucis Lancers on special assignment. We're here to help.
Rihanna Campbell? Is that you? I thought you were with that Merc outfit from the Galahad War Games. What are you doing broadcasting Davian military IFFs?
Shooting the lasers brings me down to the high 20s. That does not bode well for the rest of this, but we'll see. Actually, what are the settings anyway? Looks like a mixture of medium and low. We'll keep it for now.
We dug into this position to defend ourselves from an incoming advance from the 3rd McCarran's Armored Cavalry. They've been probing our defenses for the past week after we repelled an all-out assault from them at Graves Hallow. If you want to help, join us, and let's push these bastards back.
Oh, we're dropping lots of frames now. Oh no. Here we go.
Okay then, let's get to work. Rihanna, Commander, we'll appreciate the assist here. Keep our marks in fighting shape.
Yeah, this isn't great. Seem to be unable to hit much. There's like a really weird delay from when I actually hit the button and when the weapons fire. Got one. I would not call this a great experience. Although it's averaging the low 40s. Oh, that's a friendly. It is not staying in the 40s. Okay. Yeah. We'll go ahead and call that a success, but I don't know. We really need something with a little bit more oomph in this PC, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I am genuinely happy with the results in this thing. I mean, I got that graphics card off eBay for like, I think I paid 23 bucks for it. And if you've got nothing else, this would definitely be a pretty good setup to have. You know, you don't have to buy speakers. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, easy to upgrade. I know these things support up to 16 as long as you're using low density RAM. So, yeah, not bad at all. Especially effectively for free. So, another dumpster find, another dumpster win. I didn't think it was going to work when I saw the inside, but here we are. I always find it a little cringy when YouTubers ask this, but I think I have to. So please like and subscribe if you feel like doing so. Go ahead and leave a comment down in the description if you think I could have done better with this, or if I should have gone with a different type of graphics card. These power supplies are semi-proprietary in that they don't have the SATA connections and all that coming off of them. You have to branch that off the motherboard. But you can replace them with a standard power supply and put a better graphics card in these. So there is definitely upgrade potential here, and an i7 like 2600 would be just fine in this machine. So thank you very, very much for watching, and thank you for my patrons for your continuing support. if you'd like to see some behind the scenes and extras, you can find that on my Patreon channel. Link in the description below. And you don't even have to pay for that stuff. It's mostly free of charge. I do have a handful of full-length videos that's over an hour long. Those are indeed for paid members only. But in the meantime, we're going to call it here. Thank you very much for watching. And between you and me, I am glad that this one ended up working so well. I like making short videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.